so let's go, cuz. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it.
All right, music again from Never Go Turn Wrong Every Time, DJ Glenn C. So, all right, as we move on, he's not only the head boy at Woolmer's Boys, of course, but he heads Drone Repairs Jamaica. Shaquille Johnson's here to tell us how he turned his hobby into a business, and I think it's still a bit of a hobby, even though it's still a bit of a business. Morning, friend.
Morning.
Welcome
Thanks,
to Smile Jamaica. Where did this come from? Where did this start, this drone repairs thing?
Well, one evening, my father and I sat down and we were watching a video on drones. And it really interested me, you know, what they were capable of. And I just decided I'm going to build my own drone. And having, you know, experienced all the capabilities of the technology, I decided that, you know, that's something I wanted to pursue.
So you just sit down and say, I'm going to build that.
Yeah, yeah.
You had any technological expertise before that?
Not necessarily expertise, but certainly interest. Yeah, certainly
So you
interest
built
of
a
doing
drone?
it. I built a drone,
And
yes.
it fly and thing and
Yes,
thing and thing.
yes.
With camera and thing and thing.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes.
From scratch?
From scratch, from scratch.
So it's a YouTube thing you do and
Not necessarily, but we can consider that.
so you build the drone and then what?
And then I started to reach out to persons, you know, who have similar interests and see what they were doing, you know, and, you know, how we could expand to something bigger. You know, and it has done so.
Yeah.
It has done so.
By the way, how long did it take you and how difficult was it to build one? And what
Okay.
kind? I mean, what would you match it to? We're looking at some images now. What would you match it to?
Okay. The drone that I built is called a FPV drone. It's a first-person view drone. It's usually used for racing. So it would be about 20 centimeters. Very fast, very versatile, and it's not as sophisticated as these here,
Right.
because these are more advanced. But on a scale of 1 to 10, difficulty perhaps 9.
Wow.
It's really difficult. You have to do a lot of research. You have to know. You have to have a sound background in electronics, soldering, to ensure that, you know, everything connects. Software, computer science. You know, that's very important too.
So did you do this solo meal or did you get help from dad and some of your
Yes,
friends?
my father played a significant role in that. And in terms of consultancy, other persons who are far more advanced than I am, I got advice from them.
Could you make one that could sell and say work in the media and stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
But
Yes,
you're not
certainly.
making any anymore.
No, not at
you
this
just
point.
did that one.
Right, right.
And that I would suspect gave you an understanding
Right.
of the parts and
Yes.
how things work and what
Yes.
to do.
Yes.
Hence drone repairs.
Yes. Absolutely.
How many have you fixed so far?
About 50. About 50 upwards.
Have
yeah.
you ever got one that it does? You don't say no, so
Yeah.
we can't manage
Oh
it.
yeah. No,
Yeah? Why? Because
yeah.
of the technology or what?
Because of the technology, and because let's say there are some of them that when they're damaged, it makes no sense
Or it costs too much to fix
the
it.
cost effectively. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to pursue, because let's say the circuit board on the inside probably costs more than the drone is valued
Okay.
at that point in time.
So it's
yeah.
not the difficulty that why you couldn't fix it. It's just common
Right,
sense why,
right,
why you
right,
couldn't fix it.
right.
So how apart from what you're doing now, because I didn't know about this company, how did they know about you and that you could fix a drone?
Well, the powerful word of mouth, you know, and my Instagram page I started about 2 years ago, just posting pictures of repairs I've done, posting pictures of photography and videography, sparked interest.
Okay. And you're not only doing the business, but you've even hired people to work for you, or work with you, should I
Yes.
say.
So what it really is, it's a group of my friends who had similar interests, not necessarily technical,
Yeah.
but they're business minded. And we decided that we'd explore the possibilities of taking this further.
It's still a bit of a hobby.
It is.
Do you want it to be a full-fledged business?
We'll be looking into that because, as I said, the market for drones in Jamaica is very small at this point in time. But more and more we're seeing industrialization of the drones. we're seeing where the prospects for its use and application industrially is very promising.
And that's an aerial view of a drone. So and that's beautiful.
No,
Do you have to legally do anything because you're fixing drones? I suspect you're. I don't want the tax people them confused. But do you have to
Yes.
do anything legally?
Certainly, you have to have certification in technical repairs. It's not specific to any particular institution, but just a solid certification in technical repairs. Sound understanding of electronics, how they work, and then that should suffice.
I suspect at the end of the day you're going to be an engineer.
Yes, yes,
That was easy. You're the head boy.
Yes.
Which would suggest that academically you're sound.
yes.
How do you balance? You played little football. You retired. Only you can retire at 18. Nobody retires from anything at 18. But how do you balance? Because you have a life. I
Yes.
suspect you have friends, and you have a
Yes.
party, you have a movie, and you watch stuff. How do you balance all of that?
Well, it really boils back down to laying out everything that you have on your plate and carefully allocating time to each of those. Prioritizing, sometimes we say yes, prioritizing, but things come up and you have to make occasional shifts and adjustments. So you have to have a solid framework and understanding of how to allocate your time and manage your time.
Where does that come from? Because young people are given such a hard time that lazy and not responsible and the day. Where does this maturity come from?
I would say my family. My family has a lot to do with the person I am today, and certainly my background. Very interesting story to tell.
You can tell me in a nutshell.
I can. So I was born to teenage parents, and I can say I have about 3 moms, interestingly. But the thing that is most intriguing about that is that all of them, right, respectfully decided that they would raise this child. And so I've been able to benefit from different backgrounds. And that culmination, has really morphed into the person I am today.
If you had to do it over, you wouldn't do it any different, would you?
No.
Brilliant. Absolutely amazing. Look in that camera and tell the young people of Jamaica kind of what you just told me about, balancing and prioritizing and stuff.
Okay. So you have to understand, first of all, that you have a passion that's greater than yourself. You have to really put your efforts into building yourself beyond what you are today. So please stay focused. It's difficult. It's never easy, but stay focused. Jamaica needs this.
Fantastic. Anyone you want to say hi to?
Sure. Wilma's family, the Maritime family, because there are a lot of persons who have built network in terms of drone repairs. Very advanced program they have out there.
Brilliant.
The Emerging Global Leaders Jamaica, fantastic youth leadership group out there.
You could have leave out Woolman still, but it's ours.
And we can say hi to St. George's too.
Yeah. Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Great to
Thank
meet you. You're a fantastic inspiration for me. I hope that you were an inspiration to the youngsters watching this morning. And good luck. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Owner, of Drone Repairs Jamaica, head boy of Wilma's boy, Shaquille Johnson. Brilliant. The other side of the Glenn Titus. What's name again? DJ Glenn C. We're so cool.